Hey guys, are you ready to leave the past behind, step into new things God has for your marriage, your business, and your life? I'm JW, and this is Sissy, husband and wife team, where we talk about marriage, business, and God.
We are entering in the beginning of 2026. Isaiah says in verses 43, 18 through 19, forget the former things, do not dwell in the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do not perceive it. I am making a way in the wilderness and the streams in the wasteland. This verse reminds me that God is making a way,
Yes,
right? Even
absolutely.
in your wilderness. And I
Hmm.
know in a lot of people's wilderness, with everything that's going on in
Yeah,
2025, we probably experienced a lot of wilderness
yeah,
today, but we're talking about the new things. We're talking about how to embrace
yes.
the promise of 2025. 2026.
Yeah. What fears or doubts do we need to let go of so we
Mm,
can fully embrace what the new path that God is opening for us?
yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes um, I think we don't, well, I don't think I have fears, but I know sometimes I have the fear of I can't do it.
Yes.
This is not for our company to do. We're a small business. That's for a bigger company. But a lot of times we got to go back to the word.
Yeah.
And the word says that God did not give us the spirit,
Yes.
but he gave us the spirit of courage and to do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not the spirit of fear. So those little voices in our head may say, well, you can't do this, or you don't have, tons of capital sitting in the bank. That's
Right.
not good for you to do, or that's not for you to do.
Right.
Um, so it's that pushing through those fears. I mean, I think with the new year, everybody always has new goals,
Yeah.
right? Individually, personally, for your
Yeah.
marriage, for
We
your
do.
business, I think we should have goals. I mean, we need something to look forward to. And a lot of times, if you look at the big picture of what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
I think the best way to do it so you don't have the fear or the overwhelming is to break that one big thing down into bite sized chunks.
Right.
Even if it's like, okay, we're going to get this big new contract, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever that contract is, how you're going to start it, who you're going to target, things like that. Do your 10 steps, whatever it is,
Yeah.
but break it down into small chunks. And that way, it won't be a fear anymore.
Right. Okay.
So I think, but I do think that God didn't say, okay, I'm giving you the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
He just said, like, do it, you know, and do it. And even if you have the fear, do it with the fear and just push through the fear,
Yeah.
right? So,
Wow. That was well said.
so how can we apply the idea of God making a way in the wilderness to our business goals when we face uncertainty and just challenges that may come through?
Yeah. I always stay focused on God because we have a lot of challenges or uncertainty things that go on. But even when the times when, I don't know about a lot of people, but I have a prayer partner that we've been prayer partners for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when uncertainties or things come about, he always calls.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, man, God always have you to call me when I have things going on
Right.
or uncertainties with the business that I really need somebody to talk to about. That's part of focusing on God and
Mm-hmm.
talking and staying with your prayer partner or being able to talk
Mm-hmm.
to somebody like a prayer partner about things that going
Right.
on.
Yeah.
It'll really help you get through with what's going on with the uncertainty things.
Yeah. And I know, like, I just want to kind of speak on like the wilderness.
Hmm.
The wilderness can look like it's just like what's going on. It's quiet. You're just doing stuff just to do it.
Right,
There's nothing exciting. There's no breakthroughs
right.
coming through.
Hmm.
So, like, it's that focus.
Yeah,
I would like to share with, the listeners that it's hard,
yeah.
right?
It is hard.
But we're in a new year.
Yeah, it is hard.
We're all trying to do a new thing,
Yeah,
but just to stay focused on whatever that vision
yeah.
is that God has given you.
Hmm.
And if you're at a place that you don't know what that vision is,
Right.
sit with him,
Yeah. Sit with
you
him.
know, talk
Sit with
with
him.
him.
Well, that's where the big faith come in at. Like you
Hmm.
said, when it's quiet, you don't hear
Hmm.
anything, you don't see no movement or whatever with whether it's with the business or anything that you may have
Yeah.
prayed about or want to come,
Hmm.
but you still got that's exactly where the huge faith come in at.
Yeah, because I know sometimes you might want to, if you've had any type of business plan drawn
Hmm.
up, whether it's a 1 or 2 page or if it's a big one,
Yeah,
you kind of want to sit there and review it. And
yeah,
you're like, man, I haven't accomplished this or I
right,
haven't accomplished that.
right.
Like what's going on? That's your wilderness.
Yep.
But I would say use your wilderness as time to reconnect
Hmm.
with God this
Yep.
new year. Just have a reconnection with Him. You know, op- Opening up your Bible.
Yeah.
Whether you want to start in the Gospels or whether you want to start at the beginning.
Yeah, even if you
You
don't
know.
open up your Bible, if you're not the Bible reader or whatever, just talk to him.
Hmm.
Just talk to God.
Yeah.
He hear you when you're
Hmm.
talking to him, just
Yeah.
like we're talking now, as I
Just
said
having a
before.
yeah. Get in your
Yeah,
car. Get in your shower. A lot of people talk to
yeah,
him.
just talk to him.
Because we're so busy and distracted.
Yep,
So you choose what's good for you.
yep. What works for what practical steps can we take individually and as a couple to align our plans for marriage and business with God's vision for this new season?
Mm. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I know, like within our business, we always have staff meetings. Um, we have monthly meetings. We
Hmm.
have meetings with the admin team. We have meetings with our field team
Yeah.
individually. But I think sometimes we forget to have our
Yeah.
meetings
We do.
or our retreats.
Yeah.
So I think this year, I know
Hmm.
we need to incorporate, quarterly retreats
Yeah.
away, you know, um, whether it's a mountain getaway
Yeah.
to where we have limited access to TV
Yeah.
and things like that, to
Yeah.
where we can connect again
Yeah.
with us,
Yeah.
and then we can have scheduled times for business planning,
Hmm.
because business planning with the leaders I think is important if you're working on scaling your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Instead of just always talking with your team, I think,
Hmm.
and sometimes you got to create an outside environment,
We
right?
we have to pull ourselves away because we get stuck in with the everyday things that's going on with
Yeah.
the everyday business. If we go to the office and try to just have a meeting and get away with an hour or two, it never work out like that. That's
No,
why we need the retreats
no.
to be able,
Because the
like you said,
minute,
to
you
turn off
know,
phones or whatever
our
else.
team sees us,
Yeah,
it's like, let me ask you this. Oh,
yeah,
Sissy will know. Oh, Michael will know. JW. He's
yeah,
got two names, y'all. So yeah, so it is, dedicating that personal time for
yeah.
just marriage,
Mhm.
being able to separate the business time. You can still do it on the same retreat
Yeah,
trip,
you can.
you know. So I just think, dedicating more time like that.
Yeah,
Um, Bible time,
yeah,
prayer time, things like that, to where we are focusing more on us, because I think as business owners,
mhm.
we all, want that peace.
We do.
Sometimes you lose yourself in it because you're always what? Taking care of everybody else.
Yeah, especially if you're a husband and wife team like we are.
Mm-hmm.
You really need the retreat and to be able to get away from everything that's going on. Like you said, even though we will be working on it some, but we need the time for me and you.
Yeah. Because what? We were what? Married
Married
first
first. Yeah,
before the
absolutely.
business. Absolutely. So, if you enjoyed our conversation today, we would love for you to comment on
Yes.
how you're going to let God create a new thing for you, whether it's in 2026,
Yes.
whether it's your marriage, your business, or with God.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times we carry over the stuff that held us back in
Yeah.
the prior year. We
Yeah.
carry it over to the new year. So I think these two verses was key for moving into 2026.
Mhm.
So you got to get rid of the past
You
things
have to.
and the former things and the things that didn't serve you.
Yeah. You have to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
In 2026, it need to be gone.
Yeah.
And
And
while we talking about it, we have to do it too.
right.
You
Yeah.
know, it need to be
Yeah.
gone.
So we're
So
so we're speaking
yeah.
to Sissy and JW
Yes, we are.
as well as you.
Yeah.
So as always, please
Like
and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Till next time.